Imagine writing one of the most famous pieces of music in American history in just 3 weeks and a train ride. Stay with me, because this story will change how you think about creativity under pressure. January 7th, 1924. A 25-year-old composer named George Gershwin puts the final notes on paper. He has no idea he's just created something that will echo through concert halls for the next 100 years. This is the story of Rhapsody in Blue, and it rarely happened. Just weeks earlier, Gershwin was reading the newspaper over breakfast when he saw something that made his coffee go cold. There's an announcement for an upcoming concert. His name is listed. He's supposedly writing a jazz concerto. There's just one problem. Nobody asked him. He hasn't written a single note. His brother, Ira, rushes in. Turns out, bandleader Paul Whiteman had casually mentioned the idea to George weeks ago, but George thought it was talk. Now it's real. The concert is in 5 weeks. 5 weeks to write something that will define American music forever. So what does Gershwin do? He gets on a train to Boston, and as the wheels clack against the rails, something magical happens. The rhythm of the train becomes music in his mind. The sounds of America, the hustle, the energy, the chaos of the jazz age, it all starts flowing together. He begins sketching the opening clarinet glissando, that iconic sliding note that sounds like a laugh and a cry at the same time. That moment when the clarinet player slides up 17 notes in one breath. It wasn't even supposed to be there. The clarinetist was messing around during rehearsal, and Gershwin heard it and said, "That's it, keep it." Here's what makes this incredible. Gershwin is bridging two worlds that everyone said couldn't be bridged. Classical music over here, jazz over here, never shall they meet. But Gershwin doesn't care about the rules. He's writing something that feels like a New York City street corner and a symphony hall at the same time. He's working around the clock now, and sometimes composing at the piano until 4 in the morning. His friend Ferde Groffet is orchestrating as fast as Gershwin can write. They're literally finishing this piece days before the premiere. Pages are being handed to musicians, still wet with ink. February 12th arrives, Aeolian Hall in New York. The place is packed. Critics, socialites, musicians, everyone who's anyone is there. And they're skeptical. Can this young guy who writes Broadway tunes really create something serious? Then the music starts. That clarinet wails. The piano enters. And for 16 minutes, America hears itself in a completely new way. The excitement of the city, the loneliness in a crowd, the hope, the swagger, the blues, the joy. All of it woven together in a way nobody had ever heard before. The applause is thunderous. Critics call it a revolution. Overnight, Gershwin becomes a legend. But here's the beautiful thing. He didn't set out to be revolutionary. He just wrote what he heard in his heart. He trusted that the sounds of his life, of America's life, were worth celebrating. Rhapsody in Blue has been performed thousands of times since that night. It's been in movies, commercials, and skating routines. It's the sound of an airplane taking off. It's hope wrapped in melody. And it all came from a young man with 3 weeks, a train ride, and the courage to believe his voice mattered. The next time you're facing an impossible deadline, remember George Gershwin on that train. Sometimes our most significant work comes not when we have all the time in the world, but when pressure forces us to trust our instincts and create from the heart. If this story inspired you, join the History Sparks community. Hit that subscribe button, because every day we're uncovering moments like this. Stories that remind you what humans are capable of when they dare to break the rules and follow their vision. And here's something to consider. You have a Rhapsody in Blue inside you. Maybe it's not music. Perhaps it's a story, a memory, a moment when everything came together, despite impossible odds. Have you thought about preserving those stories? The time your grandmother taught you her secret recipe under pressure before a big dinner? The day your father fixed something everyone said was broken? These are the melodies of your family's history. Don't let them fade into silence. Write them down. Record them. Your children and grandchildren deserve to hear the music of your life, the struggles and triumphs that only you can tell. Those 3 weeks of creative fire in your own story are worth remembering. See you tomorrow with another spark from history.